Call of the Wild is the story of Buck, a domestic dog, dog-napped from his happy home in California and transported to the Yukon to be in service as a member of a dog team. And his life is hard. The job is hard. His life is hard. He's not necessarily treated as well as he might be until he finds himself in the hands of John Thornton, the character that I play. The relationship between Buck and John Thornton begins accidentally in Skagway, when in midst of being bumped in a crowd and jostled by Buck, the dog, Buck notices that John has lost a harmonica, which he picks up in his mouth and takes to John. And that's the beginning of their relationship. When we were shooting the film, we didn't have Buck. Buck was still being manufactured in the computer lab. And we had, instead, a very talented actor named Terry Notary, who stood in for Buck. And the relationship between Buck and John Thornton was a relationship between myself and Terry Notary, who is he's an ex Cirque du Soleil performer, gymnast. So he was able to replicate the movement and the feeling of a dog for the photography, for the actors, to help block scenes, to create movement, and to give us something to look at, which wasn't there. One of the key emotional satisfactions of the story is that Buck, who has suffered at the hand of man, finds a new life in the wild. And we, having seen what he's been through, what he's endured, celebrate his new freedom and understanding of another way of life. I've had dogs all my life. They're all different. They have personalities. And they have one has a different relationship with each dog according to his personality. I suppose some of it comes from breed, some of it comes from nature, some of it comes from nurture or the experience he's had in his life. But dogs don't talk. And so you really have your emotional experience with the dog is based on what they need and what you can give them. You can give them food, you can give them affection, you can give them companionship, you can help keep them safe. And they, in turn, will be loyal to you. They will love you. It's that simple. As much as the story is about the character I play, John Thornton's rescuing Buck, Buck is actually instrumental in the recovery of John Thornton, the rescue of John Thornton from his past, and allows him to lift himself above his past, regain his own respect for himself, and to go back into the life he once lived and set things straight.